The Three Railway Engines Again. Written by CynicOnRails. Read by TARDIS9. Story 1. Edward, Gordon and Henry again. Once upon a time, there were 3 engines who lived in their own shed on their own railway. Their names were Edward, Gordon and Henry. Gordon always pulled the express. He was proud of being the only engine strong enough to do it. But lately, he wasn't feeling strong enough at all. "I feel so out of breath," he wheezed to his driver one morning. His driver checked him over. "You've got a steam leak somewhere," he said, "but we can't hang about trying to find it or else we'll be late." Putting on a brave face, Gordon steamed off to the big station. When he arrived, he saw a group of sharply dressed passengers alongside the Fat Controller. "Ah, Gordon, there you are," said the Fat Controller. "The Railway Board and I have a very important meeting at Vicarstown today. I'm relying on you to get us there on time." "Yes, sir," said Gordon, his voice brimming with confidence. Soon the guard's whistle blew and the express pulled out of the station. "Hurry, hurry, hurry!" panted Gordon. "Chickety-chock, chickety-chock, chickety-chock," hummed his coaches. But the driver wasn't humming. "Pick up the pace, Gordon," he called to his engine. "At this rate we'll be late." "Yes, sir," replied Gordon, but the confidence in his voice was starting to fade. Soon, Gordon could see Wellsworth Station come into view. "I'd better get a good head of steam," he thought. "I'll race up and down it and be black on flat rails again." Closer and closer he came. He was almost there when... Whee! He was in a cloud of steam and going slower and slower. His driver stopped the train just beyond the platform. "What has happened to me?" asked Gordon. "I feel so weak." "Something's broken!" coughed the driver. "Goodness knows what, though!" Everyone came out to see Gordon. "Don't you worry, Gordon," said the Fat Controller. "It wasn't your fault, but how will we get to Vicarstown now?" Edward was the only engine available.
"I'd be happy to help," he said, "but I don't think I'll be able to do much on my own. We all know how that'll turn out."
Gordon thought for a moment. "Why not let Henry try?" "Yes," said the Fat Controller, "I will." Henry came at once and was coupled in front. "Why don't you couple up behind, Edward?" he asked. "I'll need some help to get up the hill. Besides, it'll be just like old times." Edward couldn't help but smile at this.
"Of course, Henry, I'm happy to help."
So Edward moved out of his siding and coupled up at the back.
"Beep beep," said Edward. "I'm ready."
"Beep beep beep," said Henry. "So am I." With a mighty heave they pulled the train towards the hill and soon began their ascent.
"Pull hard, we'll do it! Pull hard, we'll do it! Pull hard, we'll do it!"
they puffed together. With much puffing and wheel slip, the 2 engines were able to get the heavy train to the top of the hill.
"We've done it together! We've done it together! We've done it together!"
said Edward and Henry.
"You've done it, hooray! You've done it, hooray! You've done it, hooray!"
sang the coaches. The passengers were excited. The Fat Controller wanted to lean out of the window to wave at Edward and Henry. but he saw a goat in a nearby field and thought better. They never stopped till they came to the big station at the end of the line. The passengers all got out and said, Thank you. And the fat controller promised both engines new coats of paint. On their way home, Edward and Henry helped Gordon back to the shed, where a group of workmen were waiting to look Gordon over. You need new tubes, Gordon, they said at last. You'll have to go to the works to have them fitted. Gordon was disappointed, but gave a small smile. Seems I'm getting too old for this high-speed tomfoolery, he chuckled. Nonsense, smiled Henry. You'll be back on your wheels and pulling expresses in no time.
Besides, said Edward, even if you can't go fast anymore, you're still our friend. No amount of time can take that away from you.
The three friends smiled and talked long into the night.